All right, some news coming in on BRS filing a memorandum now to the Election Commission on Rythu Bandhu withdrawal. BRS point of contention here is Minister Harish didn't publicize the scheme, rather thanked the Election Commission for permission that was granted, can't be considered as Model Code of Conduct violation. With the BRS now appealing with a memorandum to the Election Commission to allow for the Rythu Bandhu scheme to continue. In fact, the Rythu Bandhu scheme itself allows for 5,000 rupees per acre for rabi crop growers. And here you have the Election Commission saying, because one of the ministers boasted about how how the Election Commission is given permission for them to continue putting money into accounts of farmers. Here the EC has blocked off that very scheme until elections are over. The Election Commission is stern on it, saying this is a Model Code of Conduct violation. BRS, in fact, on its part says this is a mistake by the Minister Harish He didn't really publicize the scheme, rather was trying to thank Election Commission for permission being granted to credit money into farmers' accounts. Of course, this Rythu Bandhu scheme now has really become the latest flashpoint, with barely 3 days to go for elections in Telangana. 30th of November is when the public will cast their vote. And at a time like this, the Rythu Bandhu scheme being blocked off is going to come as a big blow to the BRS, because that's one of their primary schemes that really catapulted them, or catapulted KCR to power in 2014. This farmers' policy, the benefits for farmers growing the rabi and kharif crops, it was introduced in 2018 and has gone down quite well with the farming community. 5,000 rupees per acre twice a year for those farmers growing rabi crops. Apurva joining us on the phone line for more on that. Apurva, we see that a memorandum has been filed by the BRS government, almost suggesting that Harish has been misunderstood. The Minister Harish has been misunderstood by the Election Commission. All he was doing was praising the EC for granting permission to continue crediting amount into farmers' accounts. Tell us more, what's in that memorandum?
That's it, Nabila. In fact, it's important, interesting that the order has the memorandum that has been issued, an explanation by the BRS to the senior, to the Election Commission. In fact, they also go on to say that this has been a flagship scheme that had been put down by the BRS. In the memorandum, the BRS also explains that this is nothing to do with the election manifesto that the party has released, nor is it an election manifesto scheme that had been brought, but this is a scheme that had been introduced for the people of Telangana. And the statement that had been made by Harish on Sunday, it was in fact nothing but a statement making thanking the ECI for allowing that the funds to go ahead as well. So it says that the complaint that had been filed with the ECI regarding the Rythu Bandhu was in fact a wrong complaint, and that it had been the statement made by Harish on Sunday had been misinterpreted. That's what the statement, the memorandum that has been submitted today to the ECI by the BRS states. They also go on to state that in fact the ECI must consider, request that the ECI consider this memorandum that has been submitted today by the BRS, and also request that they revoke the suspension that has been given on the issuing of the Rythu Bandhu funds. Remember, Rythu Bandhu so far, over 65 lakh families, farmer families have been benefited by the Rythu Bandhu scheme, and this has been one of the flagship schemes that had been introduced by the BRS since the formation.
Absolutely, and this is surely a blow to the BRS right ahead of elections, but stay with us, Apurva.